Hello everyone, this is Madhumati, Assistant Professor, Department of Food Technology, SNS College of Technology. So in this video series, let's have a short look about the milling of pulses. So what are all the different types of methods, as well as what are all the machineries that are used for pulse milling. So first of all, milling. What is milling in simple terms? Milling is nothing but we have to reduce the size of the particular cereal crops or even pulses. So coming into consideration of the pulses are actually many different types of pulses, and there are actually many different types of milling techniques have been equipped for pulses. So one of the common pulse that we undergo in this video is the PGNP pulse. So under the PGNP, let's have a look into how different types of milling techniques have been involved for the milling of PGNP. So first of all, let's have a look into the dry milling method and the wet milling method of PGNP. So dry milling method, mostly all the methods of that we adopt for the pulse actually has the common to the same methods. That is, the first we have to dehusk and the de-split the pulses. Okay, so first of all, we have to go for pitting the pulses, because as when we harvest, the outer seed coat, that is the outer part of the pulse, that is we call it as a husk, actually it will be very hard. So first we have to pit open the outer husk of the any pulse, and then we have to go in for tempering or sun drying has to be done, so that easily we can remove or dehusk or split the outer husk and the pulse separately. And after which we can go in for first stage of tempering and the second stage of tempering, in order to have a complete segregation of the pulse from the the outer pod. Okay, so when we adopt the dry milling method of PGNP, the average yield of the dal will be nearly from 68 to 75%. So in wet milling method, the same technique is being used, but one extra method what we undergo here is we have to soak and mix it with the red earth, and then we have to go in for tempering of the pulses. Why we have to do is that, because in wet method, when we actually expose it to the water, sometimes the pulse will get adhered to the outer husk, so we have to separate it easily. So in order to make it easily to get out of the husk, we are going to mix it with the red earth, and then we are going to temper. Then we can go in for sun drying. Then after which we have to separate the mixed red earth, and then we have to dehusk and de-split, and then final separation. The complete processing step milling or wet milling method actually takes for around 5 to 7 days, and the percentage of yield of dal will be 95% of the yield we can assume. Next, CFTRI method of PGNP. This is actually one of the approved method from the research of Center for Food Technology Research Institute, that is located in the Mysore. So CFTRI Institute, actually this is they have developed this technique by keeping the more efficient and cost effective techniques have been involved in that institute, so that it helps to get a more amount of yield. That is how they have done is, they have in both the dry and wet milling, what they have done is they have incorporated like a sun drying or the some other types of traditional forms of drying, but here they have adopted the LSU type of dryers for drying the pulses, as well as the extra another one is by adopting the machineries used for dehusking and splitting. They have adopted new machines. So that is the difference between the CFTRI method and the dry milling method. Next, Patna Nagar process of PGNP milling. Here also same way, the pulses are taken and cleaned and pitted, and after which it is being mixed with some chemical salt, that is the sodium biphate treatment is being done, and then it is soaked in sodium this solution, and then tempering it for 4 hours in shade, and then sun drying is being done, after which final cleaning is done, and with the help of the cylindrical roller mill, the pulses are being separated. Okay. Then next method is a CIAE, that is the Center Institute of Agriculture Engineering. So in there also they have undergone research under the method of PGNP milling, where here the one thing that differs from all the other methods is here they are exposing it to the oil.